What's happening, my fellow passengers to the grave? Fens the Spook, coming at you with some pensive thoughts on this winter's night. It's December 21st, I believe, and it's thought maybe 2017 might have a little something lying around in the bottom of the jar we might take a look at, and probably not going to be anything real good. You know how it is when you get to the bottom of the barrel. But so yeah, no keys, nothing crazy. That's what I said when it's not good. It's not going to be one of those videos. There's no comics of speculatory value here. These comics are actually of great value to me. These are special. This little stack here is special, but not in the way that, not in a financial way. But before I get into all that, I wanted to give a shout out, you know how much I love those, to a guy who's fresh on the scene here in the community, and he, excuse my voice here, I'm a little sick, or getting over being sick actually. He has been a long time supporter of mine, so there's always that, but it's more than that. I mean, this isn't a shout out, this is a piece of advice. If you want to be in the know with one of probably the most in-depth, knowledgeable guys in the field of collectibles and monster collectibles, Warren magazines, horror magazines in general. This guy is a wealth of knowledge. Micheal Dodd. Dodd? I don't actually know if that's his last name. How you say it? I don't know if that's his name at all. It's just his YouTube handle. And like I said, I'll put a link in the description. But check this guy out. He just dropped his first video on us. It's just an introduction video showing off his collection and things like that. It's not in depth in any one thing, but you can tell he's just like bursting to talk about these things in greater detail. And I found myself just Googling so many things during this video. I had a second tab open and I was just like, what is that? And as soon as he talked about it, I'd Google it and then it would lead me on to these other things. So it was just cool, man. This guy is always leaving really thoughtful, meaningful comments on my video. Not the whole like, hey, great, thanks for sharing, great video. Those are cool, and I shouldn't be dismissive of any comments, but we all like when someone leaves a comment that kind of tells you, like, this dude watched my video, maybe not even from beginning to end, but he didn't just watch the first 10 seconds and then just be like, oh, I'm moving on to something else. Let me leave a quick, what's up. Better than nothing, certainly, but this guy always leaves really in-depth stuff, and he always is dropping knowledge bombs everywhere. So check his channel out. You'll be glad you did. Like I said, link in the description. New guy to the community, and already a powerhouse. I'm telling you right now, you need to get over there and check it out. So, there you go, Mike. What else? Well, what's up with these books? So, first of all, this is Ghost number 68. And this is the last book I needed for the collection. This one finishes the run. Ghosts is finished. I think it's 112. Not 100% sure on that, but it's pretty close. It's in the early 110s, 1-teens when it ends, and it ends with a whimper, frankly. But we'll talk about that another day, or maybe not, because I always say that, don't I? But this was the last book I needed. And beyond that, this book holds a little more significance to me. Let me hit this water real quick, and then we'll continue. Like I said, I'm in a little bit of a weird mood. You can probably tell. I'm about to get morbid on you, so hold on. So the guy I got this book from, and I've talked about this in another, actually I'm going to lay these down. These aren't in bags and boards yet. The guy I got these books from, unexpected here, number 170. His name was Mike. Like I said, I've talked about this in another video briefly. And he passed away, feels like maybe a year ago. And I don't know. At the time, I got his stuff kind of went up for sale. His parents were moving on from it, which, understandable. It doesn't mean anything to them, other than just a memory of their son that I'm sure they had plenty of. And better to them have the money than just sit on comics they don't care about, frankly. I mean, let's be honest. So I bought a lot of his stuff then, and it just made, this is kind of a lot of his bulk kind of was held back, and it got mixed in with other collections, and now it's kind of hit the market on a dealer I know, and so I just kind of liberated these things from it, I guess you could say. Afterlife with Archie, Free Comic Book Day, or not Free Comic Book Day, Comic Fest, the Halloween preview, pretty cool. I was really happy to find that. And this guy, Michael, I'd like to say we were friends, but that's presumptuous. I only met him once or twice. But we were just into all the same stuff, man. Everything that he has here is something I collect. Night Force, Weird Western, Afterlife with Archie. He collected new, old. He didn't care about condition. I mean, you can see here, one's got a 30-cent stamp, covering the price up. I actually picked it up because it's the last Weird Western I need in my run. I only collect till the size change, till it drops, shifts from the Silver Age size to the bronze size. So that finishes up the Weird Western run as well. But the point is, your comics come from somewhere. And if you aren't the original owner, especially if you really can't have been an original owner like me. I'm only in my 30s, and although only is a relative term, doesn't feel like only these days, but the point is that a lot of these books, there's no way I could have owned from the day they came out, because they came out well before I was born. So especially in guys like my age or younger, their case, these aren't just investments, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. These aren't just values. These aren't just numbers. These aren't just 9/8s and CGCs and GPAs and whatever else. These are people's lives. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making some kind of emotional plea here. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but just a reminder, I guess, that it's not all dollars and cents. That sometimes, when you're like, oh, look at, picking through a dollar bin and you're picking stuff up, what you're picking through is someone's collection, man. You're picking through something that somebody loved and cherished and treasured. Perhaps they didn't. But I don't know. It's almost haunting, right? It's like if you went into somebody's estate sale and bought a mirror, and then you also went to another estate sale and then you bought I don't know, whatever, some silverware or something, just little objects around the house. You're compiling a collection of people's stuff that have passed, and it's kind of haunting, and I'm just feeling it, man. I'm just feeling it. This stuff is it's got some spirit to it. I don't know. I'm not trying to be weird, but anyway, as the year comes to a close, Mike, I'm thinking of you, brother, and gone but not forgotten, I suppose. Sabrina, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Comic Fest preview, Comic Fest, not Free Comic Book Day again. Super cool. What else? We're getting close to the end here. Oh, I got some beef with the post office. We'll close with that. How about that? This will be a quick one. I just wanted to say what was up and kind of, I don't know. Sometimes when I get in these moods, I feel like sharing. It's a little bit late. Nobody I know's up, so I can't really text anybody. So I figured I'd make a quick video. Post office has been delivering my mail to other addresses. My neighbors have been bringing my stuff over. It happens every now and then, but 4 times in a month, no way, man. Found my property taxes in the road. Just unacceptable, man. So having some issues with the post office, actually filed a complaint for all the good that'll do. And then, to top it off, Riggs, pretty cool, by the way, Wacky Races number 7, this is the last issue. Riggs was doing a video, and he's showing off a card, somebody in his family, I think he said an uncle sent him or something. And the damn thing is ripped apart. And most key of all, oddly enough, it was ripped right where the gift card was, and the gift card's gone. And here's what really got me. These guys had the gall to take his gift card out of his envelope and then deliver the envelope. You gotta have, excuse my language here, but you gotta have balls the size of watermelons, man. What the hell is that about? You're gonna steal from the man and then also give him the mail that you left intact, that you graciously didn't destroy? Oh man, I'm getting, my blood's boiling. I gotta calm down. I'm gonna have a stroke right on camera. All right, Anyway, so that's another thing on my mind. But hey, right, it's the holidays. I need to chill out with all this weird negative thoughts and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's not so negative. The talk I was having here about Michael and his comics and inheriting them, really. I paid for them. I bought these off the guy who ended up with his stuff in bulk, but I feel like I inherited them. It's cool. It's a good thing. I just remembering the lost and the fallen here on the holidays. in the community, right? Even in our little community, we all maybe know someone who collected and is gone, and maybe you have some of their books, and it's a good time of year to think about that kind of stuff, I think. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think it's an honorable thing to remember those people. So, like I said, here's to you, Mike. Hopefully it didn't bring anybody down. I personally, again, like I said, it's going to feel weird or sound weird to hear me say this, but I don't know. To me, it's kind of uplifting. I guess I feel better after making the video. So thanks for hearing me out, if nothing else. Fens the Spook out for 2017. We'll meet on the other side of the new year. God willing. See y'all then.